just had it. I just had it in my head. Settings. Okay. Nope. Output. There we go. Alright, we just changed the settings. It's probably good to go even more. It is storming right now. I did not know it was gonna do that, but it's fine. Most likely we won't lose power. Most likely. I hope. Why is it taking so long to log in? Yep, whatever bullshit Steam wants to tell me. Sales on games I don't care about. Elder Scrolls Online. Well, online. Never mind. I thought it was like Elder Scrolls Collection or something. It was like, oh, maybe. Yes. Desktop audio. I thought about doing headphones this time, but love that. Nope. Oh my god. Well, actually, that's fine. Can close that. Okay, double check there's no things on the screen I don't want. I do want to higher than the recommended. See how it looks. rate is too high, so I'm gonna bring it back down. It doesn't look jumpy or anything, which is good. Oh, there we go. Hello, viewer. We're getting things set up right now. Oh my god, I think it was Sunday? No, wait, it was, I think Monday that I was, yeah, no, it was Sunday that I was going to stream, I think. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I skipped streaming that day. Because the night prior I had made burritos, and I made them with these peppers, Scotch bonnet peppers. They're about the same Scoville as habaneros. And I assumed, like, wow, my thumb really, really hurts. I probably just burned it on the stove or something like that. It was the capsaicin. And so I put, like, you know, I washed my hands, I put ointment on it and, like, a bandage. And I thought, like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. And it just kept hurting. And the next day, I, like, well, first of all, I scratched my eye. And then I was just like, oh god, and I flushed my eye for a couple minutes, and then it was fine. But let me work while I talk. Can I hide that? No, it's fine. Whatever. And but yeah, so I didn't like know that what you're supposed to do with like capsaicin oil. You can use any kind of like fat or oil, so like lotion, cooking oil. So finally I did like a few rounds of like putting lotion on my hands and then washing it off. And then I like had my hands, like my fingertips dipped in a bowl of canola oil and just groaning in pain. It was terrible. Yeah. But yeah, I'm late to stream today because I was cleaning the room, but it's necessary, so it's fine. So it'll be a short session today. I said I would get on Fansly at 5:30. Probably gonna have to be pushed back, but I'll try to wait. I'll try to get there on time. Cage-kun, let's have lunch. My throat, oh my god, my voice. Anyways, not watermelon. I might have been making a very troubled face. Raina smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's eat. There seem to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Not like the other groups. Our ages were different, and we had both boys and girls. Well, a boy. But we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. He's friend-mogging. Raina and Neon pushed their desks together so we were facing each other. How's the audio, by the way? Am I loud enough? I'm actually gonna feel like this is too loud. Let's just do You know what? I'm pretty sure there's a pop-out version. Yep. Don't even need to do that. Okay. Okay. Reina and Mion pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Sadako and Rika-chan, I was just switching the first letter of their names just then. Sadako and Rika-chan were slowly looking their desks over as well. Keiichi-kun, hurry, hurry. Oh my god. For what? Reina waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crusts like some sort of destitute plebeian. Why don't you just show it to us? Come on now. Even though Sadako was hurling insults at me, she wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox unless I was there. Until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative Me, please give me the signal to start. At first this was kind of embarrassing, but I got used to it pretty fast. At this point I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone else was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's eat. The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautifully through the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Oh god, my video shit is... Hold on a second. I am way too overexposed. Fuck. The sun finally came out. Exposure. Much better. Okay. Compare that to girls, well, at least these girls aren't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Sodako's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Sadako is starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross counter, stabbing it into each other's lunch. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I saved some dinner from last night. By the way, Sadako and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes it for both of them every day. Rika-chan made this too? These taste like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold. They were done by hand with a knife. Nice. That's not easy to do. We learn later about Rika's ability to use a knife. I guess Rika-chan's just as good as this sort of thing. See, now I'm gonna start to question more details. She's really good at sewing, laundry, and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing. Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. That's nothing for you to boast about. Reina's actually better at cooking than I am. Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Reina when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Reina's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Reina's lunchbox constantly. My mic was muted the whole fucking time. Wait. Nope. Nope, we're good. Yeah. It was the Blue Yeti, that... See... Now I'm thinking the desktop audio was too quiet. Okay. We're fine. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. It's got high marks for me. Meon, you're taking too much. Knocking Meon's chopsticks aside, I reached out, trying to secure my own portion. Sadako and Rika-chan reached over at the same time, and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in mouthful after mouthful while praising it, and Reina's lunchbox was soon empty. It's kind of bad that no one thought to leave any for Reina. Get fucked, Reina. But Reina seemed rather satisfied as she looked on. How do you like it? Isn't Reina-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Kage-san. I said that's nothing for you to boast about. You're not much different from Kage-san, Sadako. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Sadako's face went pale. Battle music. Hey, even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know? Of course I can, I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Kage-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her. Michan too. Mayo with broccoli? I mean, yeah. Because I have vegetables with ranch, and ranch is mayonnaise based, so I mean, that makes sense. I have, some, what do you call it? What's the mayo? Kewpie. I have Kewpie mayo. That shit is good. I gotta use it before July. Well, just pretend it's a little home ec lesson. Now then, Sadako, what's this? Meon lifted up her chopsticks. Between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. That's asparagus. Meon made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds, I had reached Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices, she's pretty terrible. Well, the yellow one's cauliflower, no. The green one is cauliflower. So which? Probably the yellow one's broccoli and the blue one's cauliflower. The green one. Do you really know which is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative. The oldest. The way she drives people into a corner and just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonozaki household must be quite the ordeal. I do know. I really do. Then answer the question. I know. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. Again, don't see what's cute about that, Reina. Reina entered a state of euphoria as Sadako bawled her eyes out. Reina was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Sadako's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Not responding. Receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh, this... Oh, I guess we're fine. So, I'm gonna look at it right now. It's 6,900. Now you're gonna take care to read that. Push, boom, bam. It was like a flash of lightning. What was that just now? Both of Reina's fists shot out at supersonic speeds, striking Neon and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Neon and I were sprawled, spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today, she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, Mia and I both slumped our heads back to the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance of her now. See, Sadako-chan, I took care of them. Who do I take you home? Making sure Reina couldn't see it, Sadako stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Reina like a puppet. Yuki-chan massaged our bruises without saying a word. Finally, this scene's fucking over. I want to get to the crazy parts so bad. Oh my god. It's almost 5:15, I have to get ready for fancy soon. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. shadows stretched off into the distance. Hey, Cage-kun, tomorrow do you have plans or anything? Why do you repeat yourself, bitch? Huh? It was such a direct question from Reina, I inadvertently blushed. If it was for a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Reina saw me lost for words and realized that I misunderstood and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean it like that, you see. So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Reina's in a panic, I went along with it a little. Oh, really? So it wasn't meant that way. Huh? Playing it up, I slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Cage-kun, why are you so disappointed? Unable to hold it in any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Reina flailed around completely bewildered. I couldn't help but start laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Reina's hair. Kidding. Sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. Huh? A joke? Since when? Since when? About halfway through. Halfway? So, Cage-kun, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start. Huh? That means it was only a momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Well, you see, saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slipped further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So, why are we asking if I'm free tomorrow, Reina? Oh, what were we talking about? It had been so long that Reina had forgotten. That's how long Mion had teased me. Just, Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing pin the tail on the donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes. So, you see, tomorrow, we were thinking that Michan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. That would be a godsend. Frankly, I was happy about the offer. Probably have such bad vocal fry right now. Is vocal fry... I understand vocal fry is like when your voice kind of croaks, sort of like Valley Girl style, but like if your throat is genuinely sore, like is that vocal fry or is it like an accent thing? I don't know. No pun, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend and too much of a scamp to say so up front. Cage-kun, you're not free perhaps. Perhaps? While Mion and I had our rather sour back and forth, Reina peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry. Forgive me. I apologize. I'm free. Great. The trepidation disappeared from Reina's face as it blossomed into a smile. I haven't heard trepidation in a long time. Hey now, this is what dreams are made of. No. It seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Reina, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her compared to how quickly I agreed with Reina. But her being annoyed was very interesting, so I pushed Reina forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Reina. Maybe it should just be the 2
two of us tomorrow, leaving grumpy old Mion behind. Well, if Keiichi-kun is okay with that, then I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keiichi Maebara. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Reina? If we were bringing a basket, then I'll make all the food, maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Reina. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Well then, I'm going home right now just to start making it. Why did I put just in there? Tomorrow's gonna be so fun. Later, Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, bye! Reina bounded off while walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left to me was standing next to Mion. All that was left was me standing next to Mion, sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they've become sharper. This old geezer's body can't handle it. Maybe it'd be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Reina want to hit you. Oh wait, that's his narration. Or else this will end up being Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the only one who can dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Or it could be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master. Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. You can't lose to Reina. You need to train up and have a rematch. Keiichi-chan, you should. This old geezer will root for you. Mion and I reaffirmed our determination to discover a way to counter Reina's infallible technique. Just checking on. Let's have this in the background. Oh, we had an aesthetic fade to black. You have received some new tips. We're a mixed grade. We don't have a uniform? Yes. So, Reina, we're the same age? Yes. That's right. We're the same zodiac animal, too. Hey, now, it would be weird if we were the same age, but not the same zodiac animal. That's not true. If your birthday isn't the same, then you can have different animals even if you're the same age. Are we talking about Chinese zodiac? Because I know, like, Chinese zodiac goes by year. So, like, if you're, like, a few months off. But I'm fucking confused. I don't know. Huh? Oh, I see. Mion, you're pretty smart. Haha. What month were you born, by the way, Keiichi-kun? I'm July. Reina smirked and puffed up with pride. Hey, now, what's the meaning of this? She's not planning to be all high and mighty if her birthday is a wee bit sooner than mine, is she? Don't even. It's impossible to challenge me by birthday. I wouldn't even mind if you bet $1 per month. Huh? Why? Why? Reina panicked at suddenly being challenged to a wager. Given how panicked she is, I'm certain she doesn't have much allowance left this month. Reina's fucking poor. It's just sending her into a panic about something as simple as a birthday is so fun I can't help myself. So that means you were born in April, Keiichi-chan? Right on. Too bad, Reina. I'm already far older than Reina. Oh, I see. Then you're the same age as Mi-chan. Well, it's just a few months. That gap will open up again soon enough. Mion sticking through her nose. Hey, now, that's not as if I'm one to talk. Now that you mention it, you're in a higher grade, right, Leon? If you're into underclassmen, then I can be an underclassman from now on. Mei-chan, you're not making any sense to me. Just by seeing Reina's blushing face, you could tell she knew exactly what she meant by it, though. Then Sadako and Rika-chan are underclassmen. Their grade is so different they should be in a different school, shouldn't they? Keiichi-kun, your tastes are a bit too young, I think. You're not making any sense yourself, Reina. I'll just grab onto her head and scruff it up a bit. A little bit weird, but we also... Japan doesn't exactly feel the same we do. Not saying... I'm not gonna get into that right now. I wondered about it before, yeah. I was wondering why this school has different school years all mixed up. There aren't enough classrooms. Can't help it. This building is being rented from the forestry services after all. When she says it like that, it makes sense. I thought our school was strange for a while now. Schoolyard is gravel, there are rooms that aren't for classes, and there's some strange sort of construction machinery parked here. Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? Water break. Oh my god, my voice is killing me. After this tip, I'm probably gonna have to log off. And how am I gonna play it? Why is it being borrowed? What happened to the real school? There was one here forever from before the war. It got dilapidated. They closed it down. It probably was a grand old schoolhouse. Well, because of that, the students would have to attend the school in the city. That's pretty far though, you know? Which school would that be? Did you know there's a school if you pass by the Okonomiya train station, turn at the hospital, and head towards the pediatrics department? What? So far. So I couldn't tell where that was by the location, but I understood it was pretty far from Reina's reaction. Well, that's why. The guys that didn't want to commute to Okonomiya rented out the building from the forestry services and are attending this pseudo schoolhouse here. About half the children in Hinamizawa go here. There are quite a lot of kids that come here on bike. Well, since they're attending this really messed up school, it might be pretty hard for them to get into higher education. That's not true, Mei-chan. If you study properly, you can go anywhere you want. Yeah, that's right, that's right. I totally agree with Reina on this one. Yes, that's right. That's right. Let's try our best. All of you, try your best. This old man will be rooting for you. Not just us, you too. I'm trying to think who's saying that. You should be preparing for exams, shouldn't you? Your future is bleak with grades like this. Fine, just fine. If I get stuck, then I'll just mooch off Keiichi as he works forever. What do you mean by work forever? What do you mean? Hey, you're too loud. Be quiet during self-study. The teacher yelled at all three of us. It is completely our fault. Sadako saw it and chortled haughtily. I stuck out my tongue at her in response. It is just as Leon says. This school has nothing to do with higher education. But it makes up for that by having lots of valuable things that other schools don't. Okay. You know what? We'll do the other tip. Why not? My phone is gonna die. so hot. I could hear the Higurashi outside chirping me, and at night there are mosquitoes. It might as well be summer already. God, the idea that June is not summer. When is like the official? I don't know. June is summer to me. Even May, that's summer, because that's usually when school would let out. My only salvation was that the mornings were still cool. Summer, I do declare. Sadako was flapping her skirt languidly. That's pretty unladylike there. Even if she was a little brat, she still was a girl. Kei-chan does seem quite cool with just a single button-up shirt. I'm so jealous. From how I see things, the skirt you're wearing looks like it would be much cooler. A girl like you just wouldn't understand. Wearing jeans during this season and how steamy the crotch gets. Keiichi, come on, dude. Don't. It gets steamy. This girl has gone imagining something indecent. God damn it, Reina. Don't do that. Reina's summer clothes have a nice, refreshing color. I feel cooler just looking at them. Thank you. They really do feel pretty cool. I do wish my summer clothes were as breezy as Reina's. But Sadako-chan, your summer clothes are so cute being in one piece and all. I'd like to wear your summer clothes. This is actually quite stuffy, you know. I do believe what you're wearing would feel much cooler. But it would be so much more fun with cute clothes. I had a feeling that Reina and Sadako's base values were fundamentally different. Nope. Okay. Right click. Speaking of which, our school doesn't have a uniform. Yeah, it doesn't. As long as they're proper, then regular clothes are fine. There are quite a few students in regular clothes. There were a few wearing uniforms, but they were all the same design and rather plain. What's the uniform they're all wearing? They're all the same. That's the city school's uniform. It's not like there's a rule, but they're all wearing them. Speaking of which, everybody in our group is wearing a different uniform, aren't we? Did you go out of your way to get them from somewhere? Why yes, Neon-san supplied them. Michan's relative runs a secondhand clothing store. They can get school clothes from all over the country for cheap, they say. So you asked those relatives to get a bunch of unique school uniforms then. That Neon, she probably loves using her friends as dress-up dolls. That must be a strange secondhand clothing store. I get that it's a secondhand clothing store, but stocking clothes from schools all over the country? It's pretty strange for a secondhand clothing store. What's the point in stocking up clothes from faraway schools they know nothing about? It's almost as though, like, something's happening to the people wearing those clothes, and something about, spoiler, but there is something about exchange students at this school, Keiichi being one of them. Yeah, I think so too. They also have used school swimsuits and PE uniforms. I don't like the idea of having used ones. Doesn't sound like that shop makes much money. They probably have Neon pitch in and help so they can make a bit more. But Neon-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store. Side note, I have heard about secondhand like school uniform stores and it becoming a creepy market for creepy dudes. So when they would resell them, they would have to resell them for like a lot. Like parents, I guess, or I remember hearing that in a video. I don't remember what it was originally about, but it took place in Japan. But Neon-san says it'll be a big hit and become a great store with such conviction. A secondhand clothing store that stocks school uniforms will be a big hit? I don't get it. Is that it? Ah, I want more tips. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm gonna overwrite our save, and hopefully that's fine. Alright. I'm gonna get ready to get on Fansly. We're gonna finish our Legos and do a like yoga stream, I think. So yes. Wait. Is it gonna continue the story? No. Quit. Yes. Okay. Shut up, Razor. I don't care. Okay, so I'm gonna hop off. Do we have someone viewing right now? Oh, someone is, someone was watching. Anyways. Okay, goodbye. I'm looking forward to playing more of this.